So Jack Harlow dropped his album over the weekend, and that shit was kinda ass. And with Jack Harlow being as popular as he is in the hip hop community, Black Twitter responded like you would expect them to respond. It was just a bunch of memes and roast. But one quote stood out, one tweet stood out in particular. This is what it read, and I quote: "After listening to Jack Harlow's new album, I feel like we take Drake's music for granted." And I believe that to be so incredibly true because we don't give Drake the roses that he deserves. So that's why today we're reviewing Drake's So Far Gone mixtape. So Far Gone is Drake's third mixtape released back in 2009, and I chose to review this mixtape because it's a good start of Drake's discography. You can skip past the bullshit he was doing before, and during this time you can see him needing to prove himself as a rapper and getting out of the bubble being known as that Degrassi actor. Also during this time he was discovered by Lil Wayne, which in my opinion was his big break, and even got Kanye on the production for some of these tracks. So with all that being said, let's get into the reaction and review. Track number 1, Lost for Life.
You can miss me with all that. Diss me then crawl back.
For as nice as those piano strings were, this track suffers from being incredibly fucking boring and bland. Drake's lyrics are so forgettable, and why would I remember it when Drake sounds the way that he does? Track number 2, Houston, Atlanta, Vegas.
Hey there, pretty girl, you know. They going tattoo your name on my heart. I swear I start to think.
In this track, Drake paints a picture of a really generic girl that anyone can relate to. Not that there's something bad about being generic or such, it's just the manner in which Drake goes about it. It just sounds so unappealing, like my life is literally being sucked out of my body while listening to this. Track number 3, Successful, featuring Trey Songz and Lil Wayne.
I just wanna be successful. And she cried to me, so I cried too. And my stomach was soaking wet, she only 5'2". Gate, I don't want the glow, I want the glow ray. And I'ma fuck the world, but this is just foreplay.
Now you see this is better. Trey Songz on the hook was great. Drake is unloading everything that he has on his chest, and it sounds authentic. And Weezy's verse was okay. Track number 4, Let's Call It Off, featuring Peter, Beyond, and John.
Saying this just made my style. You look for reasons for us to argue. I swear every time I call you, just tell me how I don't call you. Why you do that?
Why would you do that? Why would you do that, huh? You find that funny? Sick fuck. I really liked this attempt at pop rap. I honestly enjoyed it, and the sample was great. This track atmosphere was filled with life, and I actually want to come back and revisit this track. Track number 5, November 18th.
Just went down in the winter, and I'll be riding rims with my tires in it.
In front of H-Town, I say my name is Drizzy, and ain't nobody realer.
I don't know why Drake is trying to put on this sexy voice, because it's not appealing. Like, my panties are dry as fuck right now, honestly. Like, whatever you were trying to accomplish, you just failed. Track number 6, Ignorant Shit.
I appreciate your patience tonight. It's been a moment since I've done some public fingers. My song is your girlfriend's waking up ringer or alarm or whatever.
Talk your shit, Drizzy. Talk your shit.
Party, my gun go crazy like it's retarded. Red light on it like it.
You can't say that anymore, Weezy. That is not politically correct. So I'm sure everybody and their mom probably heard this track before because it's a banger. It features a great Jay-Z sample and sees Drake's rapping ability improve. And finally, a really good verse from Wayne on this album so far. Mixtape. Track 7, A Night Off, featuring Lloyd.
I've been waiting for so long to get you all alone. Now I finally got you right here.
That sounds really fucking rapey, Lloyd. Like, really fucking rapey. Like, Bill Cosby rapey.
Turn the lights off, keep your heels on.
So this R&B track really isn't hitting. It's just another bland, generic track, mellow verses. Lloyd did have some good notes that he did hit, but not enough to save the track. Track number 8, Say What's Real.
Why do I feel so alone? Like everybody passing through the studio is in.
Out of all of the Kanye songs that you could have sampled, why did you choose?
Cause I just see my ex-girl standing with my next girl, standing with the girl that I'm fucking right now. And she could.
Talk your shit, Drizzy. Talk your shit. I'm proud of you, my boy.
It's not because I'm lazy. I'm just not the social type, and campus life is crazy. Understand?
So this is another track where Drake just dumps information about his life, kind of like how a girlfriend does afterward. The only difference is you actually like Drake. But great track. I just wish it was over a different beat. Track number 9, Little Bit.
I'm thinking of
How we move from A to B, it can't be up to me.
Is it bad that I really like this track? Like, I think this is my new guilty pleasure.
I'm trying to take my girl out, and her friends say I ain't the one to go for. She just jealous cause you always get approached more. Oh, well.
Drake is flowing. Like, he's flowing. This pop track sees Drake exploring new territory at that time, and I'm sure he was heavily criticized by his contemporaries, but this track works, and it works really well. Drake's ability to adapt to new styles is one of the reasons he's the biggest artist today. Track number 10, Best I Ever Had.
This one's for you. Baby, you my everything. You all I ever wanted. We could do it real big, bigger than you ever done it. Cause she hold me down every time I hit her. Referee, cause I be so official. My shirt ain't got no stripes, but I can make your pussy whistle. Best, you the fucking best. You the fucking best. You the best I ever had. Best I ever had.
This track will go down as one of the greatest songs of my generation. And although it's another track about another generic girl that anybody can see themselves in, Drake executes it so fucking well, and that's why I love Drake. I mean, like, fuck it. If Drake made this song for me, I'd give him some pussy. Do you know what this track is?
This is a certified hood classic.
Exactly. Track 11, Unstoppable.
That fills up any empty schedule, a planner, and I fall in love with girls caught up in superficial glamour who.
Listen to how well Drake flows on this track. He flows so fucking good, like no Blueface shit.
I got to be unstoppable. I got to be unstoppable.
And you boys is just button and I'm swinging for the fence. Your girl hanging from my dick.
So Unstoppable sees Drake and Lil Wayne going back and forth, showcasing their technical ability with a terrible hook. Now, I was really surprised the first time I heard this track because Drake rapping at that time was really subpar. It was just this mellow teenage drama bullshit. But this was fucking hard for Drake. And Lil Wayne verse, it was cool. Track number 12, Uptown, featuring Bun B and Lil Wayne.
It's okay, you can run and tell your friends that I'm
Shit, I'm on. I wrote this on my iPhone, so let me drop this iBomb.
I'm still uptown, and motherfucker, if you ain't, don't go uptown.
Every single verse on this song was subpar at best. It was really fucking long for no reason. And chemistry was ass. Track number 13, Sooner Than Later.
You don't need no one else. You do me a favor if I pull it together, make it sooner than later.
The hook on this track is incredibly catchy and easily palatable. For an R&B track, it's really great. I just wish that Drake stepped up his lyrical content a bit more. Track 14, Bria's Interlude. It's a fucking interlude. What do you want me to say? There's nothing new happening here. No new ground has been broken. It's a fucking interlude. Track 15, The Calm.
Just set in stone. Women ball sweaters that I spray with my cologne.
That is 4 minutes of my life that I could never get back. Track 16, Outro. That was a good piano composition to end this mixtape. However, this is the 2019 re-release, so there's 2 more tracks added. Let's see if they add to the quality of this mixtape. Track 17, Brand New.
Anything I'm doing brand new, no.
Actually, nothing that you're doing is brand new. However, this was a good R&B cut. I just think that if you remove like some of the shitty tracks on this mixtape and then added this, it would have made a difference. But just adding it to the end, I don't think it would improve the quality of this mixtape. Last track, Congratulations.
I don't see your point unless it's gunpoint or something. My dear like Weezy first week.
Drake, we know that you've never been in a gunfight, and we know what to expect when we come to Drake. You don't need to act tough.
Back pocket and just sit, but you can never be my ass. Pause.
You should have really kept this track at the outro point because there wasn't any need to extend this more than it already was. So that was Drake's So Far Gone mixtape, and it was alright. At this time, Drake was heavily criticized by his contemporaries for his rap style, and overall shunned by most. Lil Wayne did give him his opportunity, and Drake didn't disappoint, kinda. I wouldn't say that I really like this mixtape, but the singles on this are so fucking well crafted and will remain a staple for generations to come. That is how great Drake is when he's at his best. And I think people should really cut him some slack because he was now getting into the rap game, and a lot of artists was worse than Drake when they first got in. So, Drake, So Far Gone. 5 out of 10. So that's the review. I would love to hear your opinion in the comments. Links to the album are in the description. I really think you should listen to it on your own. And that's the review. Bye.